red carpet. Así me hice. Hola mi gente! We're back again on another episode of
Raices NYC. And on this episode, we have
Benny, Kyle, and we're from Anita's Cuisine. Serve traditional Mexican food from Guerrero, the state that my mom's from.
Yeah. The restaurant is named after your mom.
Yeah.
How long have you had this?
We've been open for 8 months. We're big year this coming August.
you guys don't know, they used to be in Roosevelt. So obviously Roosevelt has such a Latino community. Word of mouth, that definitely helped you guys.
It did, yeah, it did, definitely did. Everybody that used to know us from Queens, when we started over there, they supported us a lot. The people were super nice over there.
You guys are brothers. So, you know, you guys will work together. How's that like? How's the experience like?
We fight, we get into arguments, but at the end of the day, I guess it's important to also be, we get stressed out. We try our best. We're still learning though. I would consider us still babies to the business. My mom and dad, they have a lot of experience, and we always listen to them. There's some things that we could improve on, but I guess if, echarle ganas.
Yeah. How long have you been, working, in the restaurant business?
I'd probably say since I was like 14 or 15.
So before Anita's, your parents had a restaurant or
Yeah, so ever since I can remember, like, being a baby, my parents have always owned a restaurant. They used to own a bar.
Wow.
Before the one in Queens,
Yeah.
but it was a different one here. It was in the Bronx, in Morris Park. It was also called that one. And then we closed that one down, and in 2009 we opened Taqueria Guerrero. But it wasn't called Taqueria Guerrero first. It was called Mexico Mágico.
Oh, Mexico, Mexico.
Yeah.
How about you? So around the same age?
We're a year apart, so I would say like around the same age, 13, 14. We shall leave it. But yeah, like I did enjoy it. I remember as a kid, my dad would always go to work, go to the bar, La Onda.
Do you still see yourself going for it, in the restaurant business as you grow older?
Yeah, definitely. It's something that you get a lot of experience from. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's something that you with the family, I would say it's nice, it's beautiful,
Yeah.
it's worth it.
we're gonna have Kenny's Cuisine,
Kenny Mágico.
Kenny Mágico.
Cayo Mágico.
Cayo Jalapeño.
Cayo Jalapeño. I heard magic make magic Cayo. What's your favorite thing doing when you guys come here to work?
Coming here, we are mostly in charge of making sure that everything's working properly, like maintenance-wise. That's a lot that has to do with business that we also are starting to realize. Like, it's not just the food, it's not just serving people, but inside the business itself, it's like a lot of maintenance. You have to make sure the refrigerators are on point, make sure that everything from the bottom all the way to the top, everything is working 100%. I'd probably say my favorite thing to do is probably like bartend and get to know the people, the customers that come. I like talking to the customers, and every people that comes through the doors, they have a different experience. They have a different story to tell. So I feel like that's pretty cool when you interact with a lot of different customers. Everyone has a different way of seeing things. So it's pretty cool when they kind of just tell you a little bit of how they see the things and how things work for them.
How do you differentiate we're at work to we're home?
We do try to enjoy the time when we have I guess our free time. Also, we want to make sure that things are going smooth.
Yeah.
Everything TikTok.
Yeah.
I think that's the part, when you're a business owner, you never clock out.
Nah.
That's just it.
Yeah, I mean those are just the parts you have to deal with. When we usually leave from here, we usually go out as a family, and we go out somewhere to kind of get away from everything. But we get tired of the food, so we go somewhere. Most of the time when we go out to talk, even we talk about work. That's the thing. Yeah, we do talk a lot about work. When you have a certain amount of stress, or you're arguing about something here, sometimes you bring it home. And then it's vice versa, so it gets a little hard sometimes, a little hectic, but it's just
I
fun.
told you.
Yeah.
Oh, you can put this in the fridge, but at work.
Somebody always has to be proving their point.
Oh, that felt personal.
You go inside, bro. My mom's in there. And you don't know where something is. Yo, get out. I'm trying to get out the way. You know what I mean? No, but prepping and doing everything else I've done, but cooking.
¿Dónde está el Cilantro gangsta?
Oh man, you know when says you go to go get cilantro, you bring parsley.
Yo!
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I know that's happened.
Yo, that happened?
Yeah.
Throw the parsley at your face?
Oh
Dang.
my god.
Which I said cilantro.
And then she found him like, kiss this
You my son. I thought you was adopted. That's the truth. Has that really happened?
Yeah, it has. I'm not lying. 2 times. In fact,
Yo,
there was one time, yo.
And you know what's crazy?
Because you know how parsley and cilantro have a different smell? I literally grabbed and smelled it. And it was still parsley. Yo, bro. Now she smacked you.
She smacked you.
Oh my
She did
god.
a limpia.
She
She should have limpiado.
Wow, what you should have limpiado because you don't know, obviously.
I mean, there's times when we kind of do some like silly stuff. Like I remember when I was younger, I took a whole tray of cilantro and I put it in the freezer. You're not supposed to put cilantro in the freezer. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we had to cut all of that, all the cilantro again. It sucked, but
You put the cilantro, the cut off
Fire.
I cut up cilantro, I put it in the
They
freezer.
turned to black, bro.
Yeah.
Mom, grab the cilantro black.
Yo,
Boom.
She's
I
like-
just want to know who was it? Yo, personally, it was you.
She was looking at me. She was like, "Bro, you not locked in, bro."
Personally, yo, come over here. Otra limpia.
Otra limpia.
When we first met, you guys, your sister was here as well. It was like the whole family. So you come in and you see everybody.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
it definitely made you feel like at home, right? Because it's also the environment that you guys put out where you feel the energy, right? You feel like you're at home, the decorations, everything. So actually about the decorations, did you guys plan out or what decided to get on?
That was actually my mom. My mom likes, so every month or every every month I would say she likes to change everything around. So probably in the next coming months, she might take out the piñatas that we have here. She might put something else different. Same thing with like the back to the 80s party that she made. You see how she had a little the disc and the cassette and the little tapes. So she likes making it seem like, you know, really creative because people also come and take pictures, take videos, and then it looks nice for the video as well.
What would you say is your favorite dish?
Oh man, it sounds so American right now. Burrito. Chicken nuggets. Well, we want to get canceled. Burger.
Nah, chill.
Remember what happened to Arisa? Change that answer right now.
Chicken nuggets is crazy.
Bro, I was gonna say honestly, bro, just a burrito.
Oh,
Yeah, burrito.
Always like the tacos.
what taco de qué?
No.
Oh,
That was the mistake.
Oh, yeah. Why you don't like tacos? Why you don't like tacos?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've tried them before.
Yeah.
Not really my favorite type of taco, but when I'm hungry, I'll eat them.
The link.
I eat anything.
Oh yeah, if it's food, I
De
mean,
cabeza. Yo, I like.
Chorizo.
Oh, tacos de bistec. Like that's your main goal.
yeah, not move to torta though.
Gotta look at torta. Yeah. We all love torta. You love tortas too? Wait, what? Yo,
You love tortas, we love tortas.
we all love
love
tortas.
tortas.
And what is like your goal right now too? Like, you know, for the summer?
We're working on
Yeah.
a different project for the summer, so we can offer like more like variety and just for the kids as well. Some for the kids, some for the children. Yeah, for the family.
So now we're entering our next segment with Gustavo. Gustavo is the leader. So thank you to Gustavo for giving us this game to play, which will be with Honey and Pablo. ¿Cómo se dice snail?
Nail. ¿Cómo se dice nail?
Snail.
Snail?
Snail.
Snail.
Like the little.
Like,
Oh man.
snail.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to say it. A snail?
Snail.
It's caracol.
You sound like that.
Well, you said it's the same as in English.
That was me playing with
Yo,
you.
this guy.
¿Cómo se dice desk?
Una mesa?
Ok, but it's not me. En la escuela. Te sientas en tu...
¿Mesa de estudiar?
You're en la escuela y te sientas en tu...
Mesa.
No, es nada mesa.
Mesa que no está hablando.
Mesa que más aplauda, le manda la niña. Mesa que más aplauda, sí.
Se dice
Victorio.
escritorio.
That's
Yeah, they go to school. Green is easy, and That's the easy, bro. That's the kind of easy.
I feel like I want to give you guys the hard ones because I feel like she knows. She knows. Okay, I see you. ¿Cómo se dice stop?
What?
¿Cómo se dice stop?
Like the stock market.
Yeah.
Empacar.
Oh.
No, I know.
Like-
I know. Like what? Stock. Like what? Say it.
Stock.
I'm about to say the word.
Like the stocks, like you know how
Yeah.
like
So it's stock in English, right?
yeah.
And in Spanish?
I was about to say it too.
You know what it is?
Bro almost called me lacking, man.
Yo, you know that?
Alright, that's it. I'm locking in.
Yo.
Acciones. ¿Cómo se dice arrow?
Flecha.
Hey,
what I said?
We lost the game. Didn't even start. Yo,
One of our favorite segments. Story.
Story time. Or our normal activity time. You guys have any experience with that?
I've had a couple.
In the restaurant?
In the
Oh.
restaurant. So in Taqueria, it used to be an Italian store back in the days. They say that the person that was there that used to own it had passed away in the basement. But we had got the basement fixed, but when we got there was marks on the wall. They would say like 1970, 1960s. They were just random marks of old years. And then people from the area had told us that a guy had died in the basement, and that people sometimes feel like a gust of cold air or like a presence of someone was there. I think the only time that I've probably seen something was when I was there and I was preparando and the light just turned off. It turned off and then I turned it back on. I was really confused. I really didn't know what to think about it, but I was kind of a little like scared. I was like, yo, nobody's here but myself. It was kind of creepy.
No way. Nah, I got you. I got
I felt the gust of wind.
Yeah. Air's on.
I mean, the only thing that I've gone through is like pesadillas. Like pesadillas.
Sleep paralysis?
Sleep paralysis. I
You've always
sleep
had
a
sleep
lot of
paralysis
times.
growing up. Because I used to fall asleep like this. Yeah. I never knew that it was not a good thing.
Yeah, when you sleep like I see that it shows, that's what you end up.
They say like se te sube la muerte or something.
Yeah.
I told a cook that we used to have over at Taqueria, I was like, yo, isn't it weird that I kind of always sleep like this? And he was like, yo, that's like not bad. That's like really bad for you, right? So I remember, I was a kid, so I wanted to try it. And I remember I started getting like sleep paralysis. And then all I would remember seeing was like a black figure. I was like trying to move and I see like a black figure just hovering.
That was
It was like the weirdest.
I mean, that was Kyle.
That was Kyle.
That was Kyle.
I was just making sure he was sleeping good, you know.
Kyle getting cookies in the kitchen, he was staring at me.
Kyle remembering like, you told mom that I put the cilantro in the freezer. Let's see right now.
Nah, that's crazy. Yeah. There was this other time when we were in Mexico. Our grandparents, they have like, they have wild animals, wild like sheep and stuff like that, pollitos. So I remember it was me, it was Cuisine, our cousin. Our cousin was there. We were all sleeping, but I left the window open. You know those metal windows you open. So it was there, and then up the hill there's a like unfinished house that my uncle never finished. It's just there, so that's where they would keep the pigs when it would rain. I woke up because it was thunderstorms, and I saw like if it was a person there. And I told my uncle about it. I'm like, hey, I think I just seen somebody there. And we went to go check, and they had stolen like 2 of the maranitos that we had there, that my grandparents had there. And then day by day, like every day that would go by, one of them would go missing, and another one would go missing. So at first they thought it was like a snake, because it's wild animals, lizards, just exotic animals out there. We thought it was that, and then we realized that there was a person taking it because when we went inside the house, we saw footprints of like a foot.
A little duende carrying. Hey man, little people, they could carry you.
Yeah, they heavy.
Yeah, we just saw that right now.
That was kind of creepy, and we told them, and damn, my grandpa locked in. He went inside his room. We got the rifle. We just started shooting in the air. I guess to like scare people away. But by that time, they already took.
They took all the money.
All of them. I know they made some good carnitas with them.
No, they're not.
Have you ever woke up in a dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a story about that as well. So this was back around like 2013.
Everything. No, you just aged up right now when you said that.
No, I'm sorry, because those were like, I guess, when I would have those type of dreams, because
He was going through it.
at 13, I don't know what I was going through.
Yeah, you definitely going through it.
Yeah, I remember it felt like I had woke up, but I was still asleep. But I woke up basically in a dream. So
Yeah.
it was nighttime. I woke up and I got down from, because we had a bunk bed.
Yeah.
So I got down from my bunk bed and I opened the door. Mind you, I leave the door open. And I started going towards the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, it's all pitch black. And then once I started walking towards like a bathroom, I seen like a black figure. I was like, oh, I thought it was my dad. You know, I thought it was probably Kenny. So I'm like, hey, pops, dad. No response. And then I'm like, Kenny, no response. And then I just see like it starts getting closer to me. So I run back into my room. The room is closed. But once like I try to open the door, it felt like I fell, and then I woke up. It was so scary. It was like I woke up and I was just like shaking. You've ever had like goosebumps and stuff? Yeah. It was weird. It was uncomfortable.
Just coming to a close, do you guys have any advice for other families that are also in the food industry or somebody else who might want to open up a business themselves?
Be very consistent and always try doing different things, even if you don't succeed from them. Because from failure you learn, you gain experience from failure, and you learn how to move or manage things around. When you try something new, like something you're not used to, it's always going to be uncomfortable. And I think that's where a lot of people kind of stop and be like, okay, this isn't for me. And I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's just that people aren't ready to feel or make a change, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
But when you go through something uncomfortable, I feel like that's a good thing. Because you learn from it.
Yeah.
You learn from it.
Do you feel like also it's around the people that you're surrounded to, like giving you negative thoughts?
That also plays a big role, yeah. People that you hang around with also kind of dictates the mentality you have. So like, if you're like chilling with a certain crowd, you kind of, I guess you start thinking kind of like how that certain crowd thinks. So the way you think is also kind of like the friends you attract. That's what I feel.
I would say giving it your all every single time you're here. I mean, for a business, even if it's big or small, as long as you're very passionate about what you're doing, you're happy, you love to serve. Because we're in a service industry, so like as long as you love serving the people that come in, giving them the best attitude, treating them, I guess, like family. It doesn't matter where you are, what you do, even what you sell. People, if you love what you do, you're passionate, people are gonna come.
Because I feel like the energy that we put out comes back to you, right?
When people come through the doors in Anita's Cuisine, the way we see it is they're trying to escape whatever problem they have and just have a good time, maybe have a dream, spend time with their family. And what we want to do is we want to make you feel like you're part of our family. Give you the best service. We still have a lot, like I said, we still have a lot of things to learn. We're still babies at this, but we're still learning. We're trying.
We try to offer that to them, try to give them an experience, that they can enjoy being here, just having a great time. That's pretty much it.
We all have those bad days. Everybody has them.
Yeah.
But when you guys remind yourself of, keep going and say, you know what, we just had a bad day. Tomorrow will be better.
First off, we're very grateful for what we have. A lot of long hours. We went through a lot of things that, that families go through, but I'm very grateful for what we have, and every day I come here, we try our best. I'm grateful for all the customers, grateful for you guys, you guys are really cool, No, but yeah, because if it wasn't, if we would have opened up, if we would have opened up in a different spot, I don't think we would have, I think it would have been a different storyline.
Yeah.
But we're happy how things are going now.
Yeah.
And, meeting these new people, meeting new guys, meeting so many different other amazing people. So that's pretty cool.
On that note, we're done. Thank you.